Houston Public Works is responsible for the daily tasks you may take for granted. You may not notice us, but we work around the clock to support you. We are the foundation for life in Houston. Houston Water distributes enough fresh water to fill the Astrodome 4 times a day. Transportation and drainage operations handle 16,000 miles of streets. Over 1 million signs and street names and thousands of drains. The Houston Permitting Center regulates hundreds of projects so you can work, play, and live safely. Customer Account Services ensures 2.1 million people have access to safe drinking water with efficiency, accuracy, and flexibility. Capital Projects manages the critical improvements that make Houston better every single day. Houston is always moving towards growth, innovation, and progress. We are the largest, most diverse public works organization in the country. We are one team with one purpose. Together, we create a strong foundation for Houston to thrive.
Good afternoon, and thank you for participating in the Community Development Block Grant Mitigation Houston-Galveston Area Council meeting today. My name is Kenya Williams with Houston Public Works. The goal of today's meeting is to inform you on the flood mitigation project that the City of Houston has submitted to Houston-Galveston Area Council, and we would like your feedback and/or questions you may have about the proposed project. Let's talk about the Community Development Block Grant Mitigation, the requirements, and updates. Before we begin, I would kindly ask if you could hold all questions until the end of our presentation. Many of the answers you're looking for will be answered within the presentation, so we'd like to respectfully ask for your full attention at this time. Later, we will open the question and answer session at the end of the presentation. Here at Houston Public Works, we believe that together we create a strong foundation for Houston to thrive. There are 5 service lines at Houston Public Works. Today's presentation is being brought to you by Transportation and Drainage Operations. And now, here to share some project developments. And now, here to make opening remarks is your phenomenal council member for District D, Council Member Dr. Evans Shabazz.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that introduction. I tell you, you all are phenomenal. And so certainly I am so very much appreciative of the information that you're going to disseminate here, and even more importantly, the feedback of the community. And so I thank everyone for giving of their time and their minds to be in tune to those things that will certainly benefit District D. And so thank you so very much for this opportunity to greet those that are present. Hopefully others will join, but certainly we can all get that information out there to get the feedback that we desire. So thank you so very much.
Thank you, Dr. Evans Shabazz. Okay. And now, here to share some project developments with you is the Division Manager for Transportation and Drainage Operations, Paresh Ladd. Take it away, Paresh.
Thank you, Kenya. I'd like to begin, next slide, thank you. I'd like to begin with the funding history and available funds that we're seeking with the General Land Office via Houston-Galveston Area Council and their method of distribution. In February 2018, $12 billion was appropriated by Congress for CDBG funds and activities related to the 2015, 2016, and 2017 disasters. In August 2019, CDBG noticed and the Federal Register became available, which allocated Texas a total of $4.2 billion for those storm events of 2015, 16, and 17. With this notice, the City of Houston also received a direct allocation of $61.8 million for the 2015 disasters. And for the 2016 competition, the city was awarded approximately $14 million. However, we did not receive any funds for the 2017 Hurricane Harvey disaster competition. Fast forward to 2022, HUD allocated $488 million to the General Land Office to HGAC. As part of this allocation, HGAC developed a method of distribution for the 12-county region. This allocation excluded Harris County as the county received its own share of $750 million. Next slide, please. HGAC allocated $477 million based on its method of distribution to cities, counties within the 12-county region, and allocated $10.79 million to the City of Houston for mitigation work. This map shows the project that the City of Houston has submitted to HGAC for CDBG admit funds. The selected area is associated with repetitive loss, damages, and located primarily in a low to moderate income area. We will review this area in more detail in the next slide. I think you advanced to the end, Kenya. Thank you. So the scope of the work for this project involves acquisition, design, and construction of a detention basin in the Sunnyside neighborhood. The proposed detention provides 181 acre-foot of storage that benefits the planned stormwater improvements of Martin Luther King Boulevard and the saltwater ditch channel, which is HCFCD C118. The proposed basin will provide additional multi-use green space for the community. The estimated project cost is $12.9 million, with and available funds from CDBG MIT from Harris County is $10.79 million. Estimated start of the project will be the last quarter of 2023, pending the grant award, with a completion date of the second quarter of 2027. The number of people benefited from this project will be 13,900. Here are the next steps to move this project forward with the GLO. And with that, I'd like to thank everybody for their time and hand the presentation back over to you, Kenya.
Thanks, Paresh. Please visit engagehouston.org and click on the CDBG Mitigation Project page in the Federal Funds and Grants section. There, you will find additional information and receive project updates when you subscribe to the page. Remember to share this site with your network. And now a brief demo on how to navigate your way on engagehouston.org.
Welcome to engagehouston.org. We're incredibly excited to share this platform with you. This site allows us to communicate with Houstonians about the changes that are happening in their neighborhood. Our goal is to make the site visually fun and engaging, as well as easy to navigate so that everyone can find what they need. Using the Google Translate option, users can translate the languages used on the website. On the home screen, you can navigate the 4 project types that we support: drainage, street, wastewater, and water projects. Beneath that, you're going to see a variety of resources. All of these resources can also be found up here in our header. For all public meetings, we send out notifications to the community, and one way to access the meeting link is to click on the Join Us button. Another great thing about this website is that we have enabled social media shares. Users can share meeting links, project pages, and updates to their social media feed through private messages and/or email. This helps us in getting more information out to the community. Here's a snapshot of all the relevant project information on the project page. It shows a standard map which highlights the project area and general project information, which may be followed by a link. Below are the project's frequently asked questions. To the right, you're going to see a variety of widgets. First is the Stay Informed Subscribe button. This allows a user to subscribe to this project, meaning that if this project is of great interest, all it requires is inputting your email address. You'll be notified via email when updates are posted to the page or when new information becomes available. You'll also see the current project phase, as well as the project documents, meeting recordings, videos, and pictures. Underneath that, you'll be able to view who's listening and who the public engagement team is. At the bottom of the page, there's the Engage Us tool, which allows you to correspond directly with us through this platform. In order to use this tool, you must be registered and signed into the site. Once you're signed in, you can ask questions and they're sent directly to the public engagement team. We research and provide a response to every single question that is asked. We encourage everyone to register for this site. Some of the tools we discussed earlier can only be utilized if you're registered, so it is extremely important to register. We've made it simple, quick, and as painless as we could. Just create a simple username and password and answer 3 basic questions, and you're good to go. You'll receive a confirmation email, so don't forget to confirm your email address so that you don't miss out on all of the updates. And now you're done. You're all set up to utilize EngageHouston.org and all of its beneficial tools.
I want to thank Councilmember Evan Shabazz and her staff for their support today. Thanks to the awesome project team for their participation today. Thank you to all of you who are joining us to receive these important project developments. Thank you for your time and attention, and remember to share what you heard today with your friends and neighbors. Please visit EngageHouston.org if you have any questions, comments, or feedback. And now it's Q&A time. Being present has its benefits because you will get your questions answered in real time. Take advantage now and ask away. We are here to answer your questions. Please follow the instructions on the screen and submit your questions now. Timothy Williams with the fantastic public engagement team will moderate the Q&A. Take it away, Tim.
Okay, I certainly will, and thank you very much, Kenya. Yes, this is the Q&A portion of our meeting. It is your opportunity to engage and provide us with questions and comments that are related to this project. We certainly love to hear from you, and we welcome the feedback. As mentioned, the instructions for submitting your questions are now on the screen. And so you can select Q&A on the right side of the screen, type your question in the compose box, and then select Send. And you can remain anonymous simply by selecting Ask Anonymously. So now is the time to begin submitting those questions. Okay, and usually, as is the case, when we don't have questions, that usually means that we genuinely did a great job with the presentation. And there are no questions in the queue as of this time. And what I'd like to do is to encourage everyone on the call to follow up with us. If you do have any questions beyond today or beyond this point, you can reach out to us at Build Forward Houston at HoustonTX.com, and we'll be sure to reach back out to you and we'll answer any question that you may have. And with that, Kenya, I'll turn it right back over to you.
Thanks, Tim. As Tim said, just to reiterate, this is not the end of the Q&A. This is only the beginning. So once we conclude the meeting today, if you have any questions, please email us at engage@houstontx.gov or go to engagehouston.org to post your questions or concerns there. With that, have a great weekend, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.